Alright, so here's an image of a 2005 Denver minted penny. Now it is gold, or at least it looks like it's gold, right? Well, a lot of these pennies out there are actually science experiments. So some of them are fake, but I'm going to show you some real ones here in a minute. Now this gold penny video by Beals Science, I will put the link to his video down in the comments below. How to make gold pennies. He does a great job explaining of how a lot of kids do these in science class. I personally did it when I was in class. Now you can turn pennies into silver colors and gold colors by doing a simple science experiment. So a lot of those that you find are fake. They're pretty much just science experiment pennies. Now there's a lot of confusion because if we look here at this penny, this is a 1961 Lincoln cent that, you know, looks like it's silver. And this penny actually is silver. This is not one of those fake ones, not one of those science experiments pennies. This was actually struck on a silver dime planchet, a 10-cent planchet. So what that means is that this coin was essentially struck on a dime, a silver dime. So very, very interesting. Now, if you do find something like this, you definitely want to get it authenticated and graded because it could sell for a lot of money. This penny here sold for nearly $1,000. So even if the grade isn't the best, if you have a genuine penny that was struck on a silver planchet, it is still going to sell for hundreds of dollars in my opinion. Now we all know that in 1943, I just did a whole video on the 1943, so if you haven't seen that, definitely watch it because it goes into depth of all kinds of different 1943 pennies out there. Now this is the 1944 that was struck on a zinc plated steel planchet. So a steel planchet was only supposed to be used for the 1943 wheat penny. In 1944, the pennies went back to copper. So this was supposed to be copper, so this is an error coin. Now this coin sold for over $300,000. So if you find one of these that are legitimate, real, and genuine, and you send it to a coin grading company and they certify it, you were talking a lot of money. I mean, $300,000 for one penny. That is insane. Also, here's the 1943. So this can get even more confusing because the 1943 is already supposed to look like this, right? It's already supposed to look steel. However, this was struck on a foreign coin planchet. So it weighs 3.5 grams. Really, really interesting because it does keep its whole design very well, and it was struck on the wrong planchet. So always weigh your coins, make sure they weigh the right weight or around the right weight, and really inspect your coins up close. Now this coin here sold for over $14,000. $14,000. Now back to the gold coin. Now this is an Indian head penny. I know it's not a Lincoln penny, but this was an Indian head penny that was actually struck on a $2.50 gold planchet. So if you're not familiar with what those coins look like, here's an image of the $2.50 gold piece. Now this Indian head penny, of course, was not supposed to be struck on a gold planchet. So that will give it a ton and ton of value. Now this coin sold for $250,000, $250,000 penny. Can you believe that? That is insane. Could you imagine finding something like this, or just like having something like this in your collection and not knowing that you had it? I mean, that would be incredible. Or if you inherited coins, something of that nature. Always be on the lookout and examine your coins before you just take them to a coin dealer and sell them if that's what you want to do. Really examine your coins and know what you have before you actually sell them or put them up for auction. Don't forget to subscribe in the middle. Check out the videos to the left of me, and until tomorrow, I will see you guys in the comment section below. This is Couch Collectibles, and this is where I disappear.